If God Was One of Us, Joan Osborne at 9:27, a gentleman who's one of us, but really has done us proud with me here.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
Pleased and honored to invite and see here in front of me Mr. Anupam Kher. Good morning, Mr. Kher. How are you?
Good morning. Sorry, I was a little late.
Perfectly understandable, considering all the Ganpati processions and.
No, there are 5 parallel roads from the hotel that I was given direction to, so I went all the 5 one.
This is a fascinating time for you. It's almost as though when everybody thinks. Where is Anupam Kher? All of a sudden there's a resurgence, and it's so beautiful. You're back from Toronto. You've walked with the cast of Midnight's Children, Deepa Mehta. You're doing a film with Robert De Niro and with Bradley Cooper. How was the experience at Toronto?
I think first let me answer your earlier question that I was not around, but I think it's very important to keep reinventing yourself, not only as an actor but also as a person. So you have phases, and then this is a different phase, but it could only happen when I took a pause. So walking with Robert De Niro, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Tucker was such things are made out of dreams. Now a lot of people say that but your achievements are also huge achievements, to be able to be around for 28 years and 450 films, awards, etc. That's not the case. The point is that you grow up as an actor watching certain people's movies and you admire them. I admire Chris Tucker's, whether it's Rush Hours or anything. I admire what Jennifer Lawrence has done. But above all, I admire the one and only Robert De Niro. And to be standing in the same frame, to be looking at him and thinking of Godfather, Raging Bull, Cape Fear, King of Comedy, New York, Awakening, and see him in flesh and blood, I think it's the most it's the most drunken moment that I experienced.
There are lots of people who after this interview are going to ask me, how is the legend Anupam Kher? So let me ask you the same question about Robert De Niro. What kind of a person is he? Is he laid back, a little bit of a perfectionist? Talk about him.
No, I think there was a very interesting statement when I was told that I will be working. I just wanted to know. I've only known him as an actor. There's a statement when you Google search him. It says that very early in my career, I had to decide between whether I want to be a persona or a personality or an actor, and I chose to be an actor, and that I think is continued for the last so many years. He's a normal, kind person. But he's reserved. He's held back. He just concentrates and focuses on his work. And some people in life you don't sort of analyze them. When I worked with Woody Allen, I just was happy to be part of the set that I was on. But then I did get to chat with him. I did have scenes with him, and I did ask him questions, to which his answers were, he said, I just focus and I just concentrate. I just get into my work, and I think stardom came as a bonus with my hard work.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Kher is going to be with me through the course of this hour. We're going to talk about Actor Prepares, his institute, also about Bradley Cooper, all you girls who are gushing and want to know about him, and of course his role as Dr. Patel in this particular film, it's called the Silver Linings Playbook. Silver Linings Playbook. Cecilia is actually a club hit, you would argue, but it's nice to get the pep up this morning. Mr. Anupam Kher is with me. More conversation.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
Mr. Kher, this is almost karmic. The theatre where you got the Best Film Award for Silver Linings Playbook in Toronto was the same theatre that you did a play in. Talk about that, please.
About 5 years back, I've travelled with my autobiographical play, Kuch Bhi Ho Sakta Hai. And when I was performing in Toronto, it was Roy Thompson Hall, packed 4,000 people for that play. And ironically, when on the 8th of September we had the world premiere, it was the same hall. And it did not dawn on me because there were security, cars, etc., that whole red carpet thing. But when I was backstage, I suddenly realized that this is the hall that I have performed my play 5 years back. And then I looked around me and I saw Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper, Chris Tucker, David O. Russell, Bruce Cohen, And I was standing there and I was thinking, what is the name of my play? Kuch bhi ho sakta hai. And I laughed aloud. And my director, David O. Russell, asked me, why are you laughing? I said, the name of my play is Anything is Possible. And today, my theory that anything is possible is again proven right. So, in fact, announced when he introduced me that Anupam has performed here for 4 or 5 years back. So, I always believe that Kuch bhi ho sakta hai. You and me go a long way.
Correct.
You just reminded me that many years back we used to work with us in my company at that time called Media Entertainment Company, and all Imtiaz Ali and Noina Chatterjee, and today you are sitting with me. So that's also a possibility. That also means that life mein kuch bhi ho sakta hai.
I have to tell all our listeners that Mr. Kher was actually way ahead of his time. You know, almost 2 decades ago, here was a man who turned around and said that we've got to do away with the secretarial practice in Hindi cinema. You have to have agents, people who are managers, who manage talent and give them the best possible opportunity. And those were fantastic times. Talking about the past, Actor Prepares, your institute, is almost, must be like cathartic to you, because you have been a stage person, the chairperson, National School of Drama, also been from the institute. So the institute, talk about Actor Prepares.
You see, the only thing that I had with me was my training when I came to my city. Nothing was right about me. I was half balding, I was thin, I was so thin that I could see through a keyhole with both my eyes. I had no portfolio pictures by Rakesh Shrestha, Gautam Rajatyaksha, the ace photographers at that time. But what I had was 4 years of training in acting, 1 year from National School of, 3 years from National School of Drama and 1 year from Indian Department of Indian Theatre. And I believed that if I work hard and if I know what my job is, I'm just basically looking for that one opportunity that this city gives to everybody. And when that opportunity came in form of Saransh, I could deliver because I was prepared for it. But then when I started working with in movies and I saw newcomers working and I saw them petrified of acting. How can you be scared of the job that you need to enjoy? So at that time I decided that I must open an institute where I train actors, because training gives you confidence, professionalism, it gives you an incentive to try out anything. So I did a workshop with which was attended by, at that time, about 10-12 years back, by Hrithik Roshan and Abhishek and Sikandar and Nitinil Mukesh, and we did a 21-day workshop. That was the basic time that I decided to open an acting school. In fact, first batch we did it in the same small office of Media Entertainment
Off
Company.
Veera Desai Road.
Veera Desai Road. But now I think it's grown into a place which I'm very proud of. It is cathartic. It keeps me alive as an actor because I get to interact with today's young generation, and also because I travel all over the world and I try out various genres of cinema. I do bring in a certain kind of fresh approach to acting. So Actor Prepares, my institute, I'm proud to say that can be compared to any institute in the world, and it will rank among the 10 best.
Up ahead, Mr. Kher is going to talk to us about Gary Marshall. He met the director of Pretty Woman, so that should be exciting. Don't go anywhere. Wake Up Call, Maroon 5 coming up.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
Talking about the life and times of Mr. Anupam Kher. Sir, not many people know this, but your book is now in its 10th edition of reprint. You've got to talk about that. Tell our listeners about it.
Yeah, it's very funny. In fact, I find it very funny because I never got more than 38% marks in my exams. So for my book to be in the 10th edition in the last 9 months is a publishing history, according to my publisher, Hay House Publishers.
Wow.
No, basically, when Kuch Bhi Ho Sakta Hai, my play is based on my failures, disasters. It's based on my ups and downs of life. And it somehow became a philosophy because it's a piece on optimism. It's a piece on hope, because as a life, I only talk about what went wrong in my life, and I laugh at them. So strangely, I started getting invited at various educational institutions, not only in India but abroad also, Kellogg Business School, Oxford, and Cambridge, and everything. I was ironically laughing that a person who's got 38 mark person, why will he be invited to give lecture to these students who are scholars? But I discovered that I was talking on power of failure, because the play is about that. I was talking about power of optimism, power of how to deal with life. And in one of the lectures, the publishers, the managing director of this publishing house, Hay House, was sitting and he said, I think it's a fantastic theory. Why don't you put it in a book? I said, I can't be writing it. He said, no, just pen down your thoughts wherever you are there. So it took me 1 year to write down wherever I was sitting, etc., putting down and sending it to my editors. And they came up with this amazing looking book also. In fact, it got the second prize in the most wonderful packaged book or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not a book on. It is a life coaching book. It will come into a category like that, but it does not dwarf the reader and tells him that, look, you need to do so many things about life and your life is a mess and I know how to make it okay. It basically, whatever is written in a book, since it's based on my truth of my life, they read it and they say, oh, I know this, what is written here, but I'm not maybe implementing it. So that's why the success of the book has worked well. But when I've told my father, who passed away, when I told him that my book is a bestseller, his only reply was, Allah meherban to gadada pehlwan.
No, but really, and I just think you're at the right space, because even listening to you talk, there's so much to learn from experience.
Make your own space. I don't think you wait for a right space to happen to you. You make your own space. It's very important to be comfortable. It's very important to stop depending on other people for your own happiness. The problem in our life is that we let others to decide whether we should be happy or not. I decided long time back, I don't want others to decide, I want to decide myself. Because if you leave it on others, they will make sure that you're unhappy. Because you need to find your own space and make it acceptable to yourself. I think that's why the book is called The Best Thing About You Is You, because you are the best thing that has happened to you. But if you surround yourself with people who are negative, I never sit with people who are negative. I never sit with people who are pessimistic. As a struggling actor also, when I was looking for work, I will rather sit on the beach, on a platform, on the road, than to be with a group of people who will talk about, I have been struggling for the last
Cynics.
15 years and I know what happens in the industry. And nonsense that is, because because I think the best thing about you is you. I think it's very important to be original. People who pretend don't like themselves. That's why they want to be somebody else. I like myself for what I've done.
The youngest heart I've seen in a long, long time. Incidentally, all you ladies, go on to @Anupam Peak Hair, which is his Twitter handle. He's put up a picture of him and Bradley Cooper. Or you could go to @HRISHIKAY. Up ahead, we are going to talk about Bradley Cooper and Mr. Khair's interaction with him. Lazy Days, Robbie Williams coming up. I Can Make You Feel Good by Kavana. In case you want to see pictures of Mr. Khair in studio, then it's twitter.com/HRISHIKAY. There's also a Facebook page, facebook.com/HRISHIKAY. You can go and like the page. And of course, Mr. Khair has been kind enough to retweet and put them on his handle too, which is Anupam Peak Hair. That's @ANUPAMPKHER. Last leg of a conversation with him.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Radio 1.
Sir Bradley Cooper, all the girls are wanting to know. You know, the dishy actor, regular bloke, gave you a lot of respect. Talk about that.
Amazing guy. In fact, the day he was announced the sexiest man alive by the People magazine, I was shooting with him that day. And I jokingly told him, I said, look, I lost by one vote from you. So he said, who did not vote for you? I said, your mom. No, he's a wonderful guy to work with. Very, very energetic, very enthusiastic, very loving, and unbelievably good looking. Means really he's a good looking guy. But I think people, when good looking guy becomes a regular guy, he's more sexier than a good looking guy who's very impressed with himself.
Very well put.
Yeah, so I think he's not aware of it. In fact, the film that we are doing it's not his regular good looks. He has a crew cut. And chatted about lots of things. They basically get amazed at our knowledge of their cinema. I think the kind of things that we know about them, that he has done this film, he has done that film, then this is how he started. Then I had seen a very interesting, there's a show called Inside the Actors Studio.
Of course.
Yeah, and when Robert De Niro was the guest, he was the student there. So there are one or two close-ups of his. So I told him, I said, I've seen that close-up. You look completely so shocked to be in presence of De Niro, and today you're working with him. This is your third or fourth film. So he said, where the hell did you see this? I said, I run this my acting school, and we show some of these interviews, and you're there. He said, my God, that's amazing, because so he is regular. He's very good. Both his and Jennifer Lawrence's unbelievable actress. He's number one according to IMDb. To be at the age of 23 and be number one on a IMDb site is, I think, unbelievable fate, unbelievable achievement. So they are, and Chris Tucker is amazing. I think he's really very funny in real life also, and cracks great jokes. So you can only get their respect with your work, not with the number of movies that I've done. So, well, it's a good introduction to be said that, oh, Mr. Kher, this is Mr. Kher. He has done more than 450 films. But at the end of it, what you deliver in the scene, that's very important. All my scenes, my major scenes, are with Bradley Cooper because I play his therapist. And and I don't think in English, I think in Hindi. So for me to work in an English film, I have to first translate in my mind what I'm saying, and then practice it enough so that it looks as if I am saying those lines believingly. So we had 4 major scenes, and I'm talking quite a bit in that. So I had prepared only one scene because that was what the scene was scheduled for that particular day. It was in my clinic, in my scene. So after we did the first scene, the director, David O. Russell, got so excited. He said, let's finish all the 4 scenes today. I almost went into half coma because I said, oh my God, I am not prepared. But Bradley was a great co-actor to work with. And whenever we met recently now for this Toronto Film Festival. I'll be seeing him again for the premiere of the film, hopefully on the 12th of November. I don't want to give anybody each a tag of friends or that we are friends, but yes, when I meet him or when he meets me, he will think of me warmly. Because I was having Ashok Amritraj, our dear friend from India, had invited me for dinner in one of the clubs in Hollywood Hotel. I don't know what's it called. So he came to meet Ashok and say hello to him, and I was introduced as Gary Marshall, means Pretty Woman, Runaway Bride. Pretty Woman is one of my favorite movies for its structure, for its... you can see it all over again from any point.
That's right.
So it was nice to meet these people. I met Susan Sarandon. I met... what's that actor's today's very famous Ryan Gosling.
Lovely.
Yeah, Hugh Grant. So it was wonderful to meet these people.
Mr. Kher, just before you go, I want you to tell my listeners about the article that you're writing. You have a column about that particular.
Yes, I think I used to write this column for Deccan Chronicle, and in Asian Age earlier it was a series of articles called Change Within. Now I write an article. Means I answer queries by people. Ask Anupam. It's called an article. It's called a name called Ask Anupam, where the people send me their questions. We talk about lots of things. I think it clarifies my mind also. So if any one of your listeners have a question, they have to write to Herman@anupamkhercompany.com and ask a question.
Herman is
H-E-R.
H-E-R.
Herman@Anupam
M-A-N.
Herman.
Herman.
At anupamkhercompany.com. Company full form. Yeah.
Mr. Kher, thank you so much for coming.
Pleasure talking to you. I must say, you're wonderful. You're a good listener, actually, because usually people don't listen when they ask a question.
Thank you, sir. I take that as one of the best compliments in my life. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
This is Rod Stewart. Some stand-up comedy after this. 10:21 in the morning.